Okay, so this question involves looking at fractions and comparing them. So it's useful to use the idea of equivalent fractions to compare, particularly as this is a non-calculated question. So when we want to compare, then we need a common denominator. So in this case, we can see that 5, 8 and 2 all go into 40. So we're going to turn them into 40ths. So 2/5 is the same as that 40th, 5/8 is the same as that 40th, and a half is the same as that 40th. Okay, so the way we do equivalent fractions then is we look for a common multiple for getting the 5 to the 8, so 5 to 40, which is times by 8. So we do the same to the numerator, times by 8. So we end up with 16. 8 times 5 is 40, so times by 5, so 25, and a half is 20/40ths, or we recognise times by 20, and therefore we end up with those. Which is closer to a half? Well, we're looking to be as close to 20/40ths. Well, let's have a look at the number line. So if we put 2/5 on, then that's the same as 16/40ths. If we put a half on, then that's the same as 20/40ths. And if we put 5/8 on, then that's the same as 25/40ths. We can see the gap here is smaller. So 16/40ths equals 2/5 is closer. Okay, so smaller gap there. 16/40ths to 20/40ths is only 4/40ths, whereas from here to here it's 5/40ths. So there's a smaller gap there, so that is closer. But equivalent fractions, again, very surprised in your exams if you don't have to do something that involves changing one fraction into an equivalent one. Could be through adding fractions, subtracting fractions, or questions like this where you've got to compare fractions, or changing fractions into percentages, so you're making equivalent fractions out of 100 and so forth. So practice converting fractions into equivalent ones, guys. It's going to come up in your exams somewhere.